What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, and today we are going to talk about Mortal Kombat 2021. I know for me personally, ever since I've been a kid, I've been a fan of the Mortal Kombat franchise. It all started with the games. The games have been fantastic. And then even the movies in the early 90s, I know, yes, for today, those movies are cheesy and they weren't that great. But for me, they were a staple in my life and movies that I can go back to time and time again. And then it kind of disappeared for a while. And you didn't really hear anything about them making another movie until now. And this is the perfect time for them to make a movie like this where they can actually make it good, especially with how the comic book genre has been taking over, the special effects heavy. This is a movie now that can flourish coming out in 2021. So the official release date as of right now is January 15th, 2021. It's crazy because we are so close to that and we have not been given anything yet. We haven't been given a trailer, yet alone a synopsis. So it's right around the corner. And yes, they could still release it in January because the movie pretty much it should be done. We'll just have to wait and see until a trailer officially comes out and lets us know if that's still going to be when it's coming out or when it's not coming out. The film is being directed by Simon McQuoid. This is the first movie he's ever directed. This is his debut as a director. So that doesn't make me too happy, but at the same time, he could blow this out of the park. He could do very well. You have James Wan, and he's a producer on this, so that's huge. With the direction of a guy like James Wan, especially coming off of Aquaman, when that movie was fantastic, visually and stunning, made over $1 billion. Having him by your side and producing and helping every step of the way is good for a director like this. Someone who this is the first time they're actually doing this. So, yes, I'm scared on one end, but on the other, I'm not, because he's got, like I said, a guy like James Wan right by his side helping him out. And this movie, because of that, should be fantastic. Let's talk about the casting of the characters in this movie. You have Ludi Lin as Liu Kang. He's more of a newer actor. He's been popping up in things here or there. Like he was in the Power Rangers. He was also in Aquaman, but you probably didn't recognize him. He was in there for a little bit. So he's kind of building his portfolio. So him as Liu Kang is interesting. I like it. I'm excited to see what he brings to the table. Now, my favorite character that's going to be in this movie is Sub-Zero, and it's going to be played by Joe Taslim. Never heard of this guy. I don't think I've seen anything he's ever been in. But again, that's fine. But playing Sub-Zero, like I said, he's one of my favorite characters when it comes to Mortal Kombat. And I can't wait to see what they do with him in this movie. So then it comes to Raiden. And if you remember in the original two movies, Raiden was played by James Remar. And that's not the case in this movie. It'll be played by Tadanobu Asano, which I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Again, a lot of actors in this movie that I've never really seen or never really heard of, but that's fine. It still excites me, and I can't wait to see what they do within these roles. Jessica McNamee will be playing Sonya Blade. Cade Brooks will play Jax. Josh Lawson will play Kano. And what's interesting is we have Louis Tans in this movie. I know he was in a Netflix show that I watched. That was pretty interesting. I forget the name of it, but I like the way he was portrayed in that show that I saw him in. That was the only thing I ever saw him in. But his role is unidentified. We don't know who he's playing, so it's going to be interesting to see who he does play. Now, my favorite character in Mortal Kombat realm, pun intended, is Johnny Cage. Looking at the actors that are on this list, there is no Johnny Cage yet. So hopefully he does pop up. But again, guys, we don't have a synopsis of what's happening, but it's Mortal Kombat. We pretty much get the gist of it. People with special abilities are all showing up for this tournament to be the king of Mortal Kombat. Different realms. It's a bunch of craziness, but this is the perfect time for a movie like this to come out. Really looking forward to getting a trailer, to getting a better understanding of what's going on and how it's going to look. And with the direction of James Wan producing it, I'm very excited for this film. Possibly coming out in January 2021, so please be on the lookout. I will definitely be on the lookout. 2021 is going to be a fantastic year for movies, and that's going to be one of the highlights, is a movie like Mortal Kombat that I'm really looking forward to. Thanks for watching the video, and please subscribe, and please become a Patreon supporter, because that helps me in return. I can help you. And as always, guys, I will see you next time. Bye.